Wrestling with wrestling's past and present.
How old were you? I was -3.
JR is trying to contain Jim Ross.
McFlurry, he
Mick Foley. Do you see any of the aggro crag? Was any of that left over?
No, unfortunately not.
No?
I'm taking some of that home.
Definitely not. The farmer that he's cast the entire thing was, but we'll leave that there.
We digress.
God, I hope that storyline ends soon.
And 6 to 8 weeks later, they mail you a freaking magnet.
Yep. You may know him as the Red Rooster.
Is it still real to me? Damn it.
He's making out with his wife. So then, I'm waiting for to make on a pole.
They used to scale before they use entrance, so I feel like
Wale.
I don't listen to, okay, well, I don't listen to him, so I apologize to Wale.
No, it's not, Paul.
I feel like Vince is just gonna have them come together and be like, have them call Woo, bro. Like they're just gonna be the Woo Bros. Like,
Anyway. Giving us a reason to come here and listen to ourselves talk.
Absolutely.
And then you can listen to us too.
Strap on and balls only on wrestling past and present.
This is Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior, and you're listening to Wrestling with Wrestling's Past and Present.
Okay, we're off to a good start.
I mean, I give you shit. You asked the wrong intro, and somehow I have it labeled wrong on my soundboard. But all right, hit the intro, big man.
Well, welcome to a special live edition of Wrestling with Wrestling's Past and Present. I'm Tim Kurt.
I'm Roland Fulis.
And I'm Mongo.
And if you are listening to this, why are you still awake? It is about 1 o'clock on, Saturday morning now, but thank you for tuning us in. We have decided to try something different and go live for you guys. So if you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like us to discuss, just hit us up in the comments. We'll try to get through as many as we can. And yeah, we're going to be going over Double or Nothing, a recap. We were supposed to have a special guest for you guys today. Unfortunately, that did fall through. We are working to get him rescheduled for another episode at a later time. So we will be in touch as soon as we know more details. But you still got the three of us. What better than that, you know?
Mongo, he just revealed the sex of our special guest. Oh no.
Man. Well, you know what?
He said
Late night, I already fucked up, so might as well crack one. That was pretty tasty too. Tim, you gotta join us sometime. You gotta make these late nights more fun.
I know.
Tim's like, I'll have a can of pop.
Dare to pop.
Right.
So I guess we're gonna talk about Double Enough, and we can't not talk about the elephant in the room before we start. I mean, spoiler alert, CM Punk wins the world title, but then vacates it, doesn't vacate because Jericho, while Roland's spilling his beer, Jericho doesn't know what the hell is actually going on. So those who watched Rampage.
And it foamed all over the place. And now I'm sad.
Roland just got some head on the show, but not the good kind. So
no. It's all over, like it's on my floor and on my leg and on my laptop. What the fuck?
So
man?
If Roland cuts out, it's because he spilled his beer.
I quit this show. Fuck this.
At least not this one.
This isn't fun anymore.
Holy Moses.
I don't even know what the fuck happened. All I did was unhook it from this and open it. It was sitting here on my counter. Like, it didn't get shooken up, so I don't know what the hell. It's still cold. Like, what the fuck happened?
What happened is Roland's body is naturally sad that CM Punk has to step away from the ring for a while due to an injury. So according to Impact, they're going to vacate the title.
What fucking show are you talking about?
Look, I'm just excited for June 18th when we cover Slammiversary, all right?
Mongo's like, according to SNW, CM Punk's vacating the title.
So the AEW world title was supposedly being vacated according to Jericho, but then he says it twice, and then Excalibur comes on and says, per Tony Khan, there's going to be a battle royal on the Wednesday's episode of Dynamite, and the winner to face Moxley at Forbidden Door. So apparently they're going to do the interim title, but hopefully CM Punk can fix his foot. Because Roland had
Do
pointed out,
do you really think that he's going to be the one fixing his foot? I hope he's going to a doctor.
well, you know what I meant. Look,
No, I don't know what you, dude. The worst part is I don't know what you meant because that beer shouldn't have fucking gone everywhere. Like I don't. Like
Why am I getting angry, Roland? Because you spilled your beer.
Because you're making fun of me and I want to cry. That's alcohol abuse. Like you shouldn't do that. Like I did. That's why I held it up so you guys could like have a moment of silence. Instead, you guys did what Tim did and sold me out for eating candy on the fucking show. Son of a bitch.
Well, you know.
Well, speaking of that, we can't have what is Roland eating segment today because he already ate his snacks before we went on.
Yeah, because I thought we were going to have a guest and I figured it was unprofessional. So I'm like, oh, I'll just eat him in front of you guys. And the guest is like, hey, something came up. And I'm like, damn it. Now I don't have anything. I probably could find something, but I can't even open a beer without making a mess. So we don't want to do that either.
Well, thank you, Linda, for providing Roland with a delicious blueberry donut.
Yes, or 5. They were mini donuts. Don't judge me.
No one's judging you. We're just sad that we didn't get to partake in the donuts.
Don't judge me. I know someone who does DDPY. I think I got it under control. And you know what the worst part is? It's that shitty full clip beer. So like I don't really care that I spilt it, but like, come on, man.
All right,
if I like, well, no, here's my thing. If I shook it up, I would have expected it. But like, as soon as it foamed, I didn't know what to do. I was just like,
It's kind of like these Walmart waters. If they're not cold and you open these things,
dude, they can take an eye out.
You get like the Stone Cold beer bath with these things.
It ends up looking like you put a thing of Mentos in it.
So apparently, Tim, how big is our list of people who probably won't sponsor this show?
Very long.
Bigger than the list I will sponsor.
We can't. Here's the problem, though. We can't accurately keep a list of nothing because we can't even figure out what fucking intro to use. So
I don't know. Maybe I sent Tim the wrong file because I had that labeled as intro 3. So I don't know anymore.
Mongo just admitted it was his fault twice.
I know.
It is my fault.
This is
I played the wrong intro. Probably sent him the wrong intro. So.
No. I meant like last week also. So.
Hey,
So
you gotta
Mongo,
admit when you're wrong, right?
Mongo complained to all of us, cried about it. So, he's like, "Oh, I worked hard on that." It's like, we know you did, but we fucked up. And then he decided to. As soon as I heard Hunter, I'm like I feel like this is the same intro he was talking about. But anyways, my leg's wet and cold, in case anybody's wondering. But I think I got most of the mess contained.
See, Tim, this is why you're the audio guy. Because when I try to do things, it's chaos ensues. No matter what it is. The episode gets released early. Audio gets skewed, misused. Wrong files get sent. Stay on the damn show. You've been doing this
together, Mongo.
Stay on the show, and I will.
For the fans in the local area, the Red Sox just defeated the A's 7-2. Just thought I'd throw that out there. We are live, so what the hell? I'll throw that out there. Oh, can we talk before we get into the app? Or about the match? Can we talk about how the Bleacher Report app sucks giant donkey dick?
Yeah, Tony Khan. I sent this tweet out. If you guys want to share the fucking tweet, please do. Can we end the goddamn experiment of Bleacher Report? It's been literally a year with this coming all out, and it's fucking hot garbage. I've literally seen better apps on a child's tablet for like 3 to 4 year olds to like learn their letters with less latency issues than this bullshit for $50, and it's gonna stutter and freeze like I'm pirating it.
Okay. To be fair, ours played okay.
Yeah,
mine glitched out, froze. I couldn't even buy the damn thing.
We had that problem, but continue, Tim.
I just want to say something. Mongo, you should invest in some of those apps to learn your letters because sometimes we can't decipher your texting. So, like, you might want to use those apps.
Have you tried to see his writing? His writing's worse than his texting.
Damn straight it is. That's why we have technology.
Hey,
my old boss, Matt, who I know listens to the show for a fact, would tell me, and I'll quote him, "Good God, man, did your child write this?" No, I fucking wrote that. I feel bad for Cam when he gets older because you know what? I'm going to write him a note for school, and they're like, "Nice try, dude."
They'd be like, "Good job, kid. We know you wrote this." No, it was my dad. I swear. Is your dad retarded? You're going to get like the parent shaming from the principal. They're going to be like, "Is your dad retarded?" And he's going to be like,
and Tim, that's what my text. It hasn't been too bad yet, but this week hasn't been bad. Other times, yeah, but that's also doesn't help when you have friggin' Brock Lesnar hands and you have friggin' touchscreen phones. If we just pop back to the old keyboard, now he's like a grumpy old man, Tim. Thanks a lot. You just turn me from Mongo to like back in my day when we had the phones with the letter keypads.
And let's remind Roland that we're live, so
Get off my lawn.
I
I was looking at the cabinet for something to eat.
Huh?
We can say whatever. We are live. I can say whatever the fuck I want. If people don't like it, they can tune us the fuck out. How's that sound? We're live. Anything goes. If MJF
We'll do it live.
If MJF can say fucking Mark on TNT, I can say whatever I want on friggin' the online, the internet world.
Well, since that's the opening match, we should start off with.
We
talked about it on air. Literally, the next day after we record our episode, Twitter blows up with he didn't show up to his meet and greet. And I actually texted a buddy who I knew from the cruise who went out there, and I was like, "Hey, were you in the meet and greet?" Because he's a huge MJF mark. He's like, "No, the tickets sold out." So he had a sold out meet and greet, $100 a pop to get a picture, autograph, or whatever. And then he no-shows it. And it's only a 2-hour commitment. And he's seen gambling in a casino. So Roland, Tim, and I, we all agree that's fucking unprofessional. I don't care what the gimmick story is, but you have someone paying to see you. Don't agree to do the damn thing. Don't agree to do it. And then he did do the right thing. He shook because a lot of rumors. Sean Ross Sapp was willing to die on the hill there. Oh, he got a plane ticket. My source really? What source verified that they went on Wikipedia and like copied his name onto a fake PDF airline ticket? So the internet was definitely ablaze for him going on a plane, not going to a plane, but he did the right thing. Still want to say in that match, I love that he was doing the airplane motion when he's running around the ring to Wardlow.
I couldn't tell if that was like a Blue Blazer knock, if he was, because it was Owen Hart. I couldn't tell what he was trying to do with that.
I think he was making fun of Sean Ross Sapp because that dude was dying on the hill.
That's a good one too.
He was he kept doubling down on he's got a plane ticket. He's leaving. We're gonna find out if he's on. He was doing just constant tweeting because I went back and looked through his history and he was just I'm not gonna be wrong, damn it. No, he got a plane ticket, and then it was we can't confirm that there was actually a plane ticket, but it's wait, what was that? What was that? So we're guilty of it too. We all read the dirt sheets, but it's I think that's what turned this into the best shoot because that nuke that he dropped, that wasn't a pipe then. That was a goddamn tactical nuke of a promo that he dropped last week. If you guys haven't seen it, we have the clips on our socials at TikTok at WWPAP Podcast. They probably will take it down. They took it down from me on Twitter already. So AEW's doing really good taking that stuff down, and they're really working it hard. They took him off the shop AEW page. They took him off the roster. Like Roland said, he literally leaned into the camera, was like, "Tony Khan, fire me, you fucking mark, you fucking mark." And then it cuts to black. It was a solid promo.
And then of all people, they send out Phil Brooks to try to fucking ring him in. Tell me tell me this is a work without telling me it's a work. We're not going to send out somebody that MJF likes to get him. We're going to send out the guy that he copied the pipe bomb from.
Yeah.
And who he's had issues with because of that to reel him in. Come on now.
Right.
Come on now.
But I will say that the way that match started off in Double or Nothing, I think it was 11 power bombs though, because the announcers totally lost count. Wardlow was losing count too. He was 3, 4, 5.
Dude, how many of those did MJF take that looked horrible too?
He was taking them on his elbows.
Yeah. He's gonna break an arm.
Don't worry.
I said that to Tim. I watched the show with Tim, and I was like, "Did he forget how to take a fucking power bomb?
Yeah.
What the hell happened?"
No, but the freaking fake EMTs forgot how to put a face mask on him.
I know.
Fucking eyeballs.
I was like, "Isn't that upside down?"
And then I like how he gets stretchered out, and then he's on Dynamite the next night with saying, "Oh, he's going to be out doing a promo." So is this what writes him off TV? Or so? Besides Punk going out with injury, this is definitely the best storyline they've had going in a while, and it's good when you actually have people on Twitter screaming the shit's real. It's no, this is work.
Yeah,
work.
Yeah, so that's how we started off the pay-per-view.
Hold on. Who got that one right and who didn't get it? Who got it wrong?
We all got it wrong. We all said MJF.
I just want everybody to have a running tally of how we did there. So right now we're all 0-1.
Yeah. Next up is the tag team match between the Hardys and the Young Bucks. And I don't know if Jeff Hardy still has his boot off or whatnot, but it was a solid match. It was a little slow in the beginning for me. I had a little bit higher expectations for this one, but I thought overall it was a good match. I didn't think the Hardys needed a win here, though. I was a little surprised by the booking. I thought the Young Bucks should have went over. But overall, it was a pretty solid match.
Yeah, I felt the same way. It was definitely. I will say this: it's nice to see Tony finally giving Jeff a fucking break. Like, he'd gone out there for 3 weeks in a row, looked like dog shit all 3 weeks, and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with Jeff?" It's like he needs a fucking rest. That's what he needs. So like,
everyone else had like Victory Road's flashbacks. So when he walked out and he was like, like he had just no energy, and I'm like Sting. Sting's probably in the back going, "Nope, nope, fuck this, nope."
Sting's like, "I've seen how this ship sinks." He's like, "I've seen this one." Sting's like, "I gotta go out." Sting's like, "I gotta go out and cover Jeff. Hold on, I'll be back."
Eric Bischoff shows up.
Yeah.
Right.
No, yeah, they definitely didn't have the same chemistry they had, 2018 in Ring of Honor, 2017, excuse me. It felt flat, and I don't know if it's because Jeff is so banged up, but even when he did like the fall off the apron, you could see Nick Jackson just getting pissed off, like, "All right, time now, let's go.
Well, there's rumors now or reports now that Jeff doesn't even remember the match. He was that like hurt and like almost knocked out during the match. So,
oh yeah, there was a spot where we thought he was. I mean, and then like you said, it looked like his boot was undone the whole match.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
I think it broke at the entrance too. Yeah, so it was that was definitely a clusterfuck from the beginning, and kind of feel bad because the Young Bucks usually put on solid matches, and they had to carry that whole thing. And I love Matt Hardy, but good God, he needs to retire. He's just so slow in the ring. Like, Broken Hardy, some of the best shit they've ever done, but you can tell his back is just fucked. He's walking in the ring and looks like he's got a load in his pants.
He might. I mean, who knows? He's getting old. That does happen when you get older.
Next up was the TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill is going to retain over Anna Jay in about 7.5 minutes.
Hold on. What were our picks for the last match? The fans need to know where we're at after every match. God damn it.
Well, I got that one wrong.
You two picked the Bucks. I picked the Hardys on that one.
So Mongo's in the lead right now.
Yeah, for now.
So as I was saying, you have Jade Cargill going to retain the TBS Championship over Anna Jay. Yeah, not much to say about this one. This one wasn't really looking forward to this one. Some guy from NXT showed up. Holloway Hathaway. I don't know.
Stokely Hathaway, who used to be Malcolm
Some guy.
I didn't know who he was. I never heard of him.
He was the leader of the Diamond Mine, damn it.
He doesn't know who the Diamond Mine is.
I don't know who the Diamond Mine is either.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know who Roderick Strong is?
Yes, I know who Roderick Strong is.
He managed Roderick Strong for a while.
Okay.
That's easier to, yeah.
And then Ember Moon or Athena came out, so that was probably the most memorable thing about that.
And some guy came out.
Yeah, some guy.
Some guy.
Yeah,
it sounds like terrible Chinese food. Cream of some young guy.
No, that was SNW earlier tonight.
Yeah. Extra
spoiler alert. Order. We filmed an episode before we came live. So make sure you watch it when it gets released on the platforms.
So I don't really give a shit about this match. I'm going to be honest with you. Anna Jay is decent in the ring, but Jade Cargill, she's still greener than a dog turd. Like, I get the whole.
What's your dog eating?
Lucky Charms.
I don't fucking know. Dog food?
I hope so.
I think it's probably Rachel Wright.
It's not eating Buffalo Wild Wings. You can't get it to your fucking house.
Look, I finally got refunded by that, all right?
Oh, nice.
I mean, no, who knows? She ate the cat's food the other day, so maybe that's why it is.
Yeah,
but
there you
still,
go.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I get what they're doing with the whole baddie section with Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet, which Red Velvet still shouldn't be in wrestling, in my opinion. It's like Zelina Vega. She's too short to be believable. Like a Rio. Like, oh, you're gonna kick me in the shin?
Oh, you got me in the bottom of the knee. Ow.
That's real annoying.
Yeah.
That match was definitely a pass. I don't understand what they see in Jade Cargill. Yeah, she's a good character, beautiful woman, obviously, but like, her wrestling is terrible, so she really shouldn't be carrying your TBS title. Like, I think that was the wrong decision. We all picked Anna Jay in that one just because I think we're sick of the Jade Cargo experiment.
I know I picked Cargo, but okay.
I was gonna say I thought I picked Cargill too.
No, you picked Anna Jay.
Wait, what? Are you on crystal meth?
Not that I know of, but if I was on crystal meth,
There's no way I picked Anna Jay. Really? Did I?
wrote it down. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I wrote it down. Hold
No
on.
fucking way.
Hey, I'm like Tim. I went back and listened to the last episode.
Oh, I'm gonna do that right now.
So we had Roland you had Hookhausen, Anna, House of Black, Young Bucks, BCC, MJF, Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, Jurassic Express, Thunder Rosa, Team America, and Punk. America's top team, whatever the fuck we're calling them. But then again, you go back, but you said that you just couldn't stand Jake Her, and you said Anna. You stuck with Anna at the end. Roland's still going for his recount earlier. And actually, sorry, Tim, I apologize. You had Jade.
Yeah, I did. And Mongo's on, or Roland's on mute.
No, Roland's trying to find it.
No, I'm working on trying to find it. I said, wait, I had fucking Jade too.
No, I guess while he's looking for that, we should move on to the next one.
Yeah, so it's a 6-man tag between the House of Black and Death Triangle. 15 and a half minutes. Real solid match. I really enjoyed this one. Obviously, the best match on the card so far, I believe. It was really good. Obviously, Mongo called it with Julia Hart appearing at the end there, costing Death Triangle the win. But a really solid match, and definitely, if you want to go back and watch matches, definitely one to watch from the show.
And just don't try to watch it on Bleachport because it'll probably stutter, freeze, and glitch.
No, yeah.
Terrible. Like, that was the match where it started happening the most. Like right when Julia Hart appeared, you know how she kind of like popped up from the apron, that like weird Cody Vader entrance thing. Like as soon as she popped up, it literally froze and said, "We'll be right back." I'm like, I paid $50. What the fuck do you mean you'll be right back? Like it's pretty bad when like I could have gone on the Pirate Bay and gotten a better torrent or illegal streaming than that fucking Bleacher Report gave us. I still don't get why they Fight TV disable the VPNs. Like then let us have the US version. God damn it.
Mongo still Roland's still trying to hear his prediction.
But we all got this one correctly. We all picked the House of Black on this one.
Yes.
Unless Roland wants to argue on that one too. He said he picked the House of Black, so he's determined to find this, Tim.
Yes, he is.
So he's going to wait in awkward silence, or what would...
I guess so. I don't think he can hear us right now.
He can hear us. He's just listening.
I'm listening to last week's episode, trying to find out what I picked. So I'm going to mute myself until I find what I want to hear.
Okay.
All right, Tim. So
all right, we'll just move on. Next up is the men's Owen Hart Foundation final match between Adam Cole and Samoa Joe. Adam Cole getting the win over Joe in about 12 and a half minutes. Gotta tell you, I was a little disappointed with this one. I really had high expectations for this one. It was a good match. It was a solid match, but I really thought these two could have put on something spectacular. And I don't think it lived up to that hype. I did pick Cole to win this match.
Was that a short joke?
What?
Was that a short joke to Adam Cole? You just said didn't live up to the height.
Hype.
It sounded like you said didn't live up to a height.
No.
Like, I was like, all right, Vince.
So yeah, I was a little disappointed with this one, but I'm happy I got the pick right.
Yeah, we all picked Adam Cole. Roland almost got both because he said afterwards that it was going to be King and Queen. It was going to be Ruby. That he picked Ruby, but he should have stuck with Britt Baker because he, after this match, said it's going to be Britt Baker and Adam Cole like coordinating themselves, and they did. And I thought it was a good match, too. I think it ended soon. Definitely Joe was hurt or they ran out of time.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool that they brought Martha Hart out. I know the dirt sheets didn't like that, but I thought it was cool that she kind of got to come out. And good God, Oj looks just like Owen. Did you guys notice that when they were zooming in on his son? It was like, that's fucking Owen. Like,
yeah.
That's like, you give long hair to Owen and like in the front, that's insane. Roland's still looking there for that clip.
I think he's on the right section though. So kind of circling into the next match was the women's Owen Hart finals with Britt Baker getting a win over Ruby Soho. just under 13 and a half minutes. I would have liked them to have Soho go over just because I thought it was the essence of the Owen Hart tournament, but Roland made a really good point. I'm getting you too confused today for some reason. Roland made a really good point with the whole Adam Cole, Britt Baker power couple thing, which it was kind of obvious to see that looking back on it. I don't know. I should have picked up on that too. So it makes sense that Britt Baker did win this match, but it was all right. But I still think the better booking would have been for Soho to win.
I disagree with that. I don't think it made sense. I mean, I get it for the sense of the Adam Cole, Britt Baker thing, but she's done everything. Like, Britt Baker's already kind of done everything in the company. And like Roland said off air, you've just buried Soho again. Mm-hmm. So every time she gets a little momentum, she's getting that, what do we always joke about in TNA? She's getting the abyss push. Just like Team Taz, she's not winning the big one. She's just getting there. And it's like, I know maybe they're teasing like she's going to finally get the TBS title or something, but it's hard to take her seriously when she's just constantly getting beat by Britt Baker. She's constantly falling short and then kind of going back to the line. And then you're probably going to have Tay Conti fight for the title. Like, Tony Khan, get your hands off the damn women's division because you're terrible at booking the women's division. I don't know if, the rumors are true that Kenny was, really instrumental in booking it for a while. If that's true, and I guess Roland found the clip.
I did find the clip.
Division to help build those next stars for the challenger for the women's title. So I'm going Anna Jay because I think it just makes more sense. And
this is Mongo.
Honestly, this match wasn't put any care behind it. I don't really care about this match either. I still don't.
I'm going to say that Anna Jay might win this match.
Might
by DQ and Jay retains. I don't see them switching the title. I think they built her up too much to just be like, here you go, Anna Jay. Yeah. I think
So I was wrong, but in my defense, it was because it was kind of, I listened to it quickly. It was kind of flippy.
Well, and even before though, like there's a clip before that I said the same thing that like, no offense to Anna Jay, but they're doing the whole Goldberg thing. They're not going to end your title reign. You know what I mean? So like, clearly I didn't pick a clear winner either. Like, so I guess you can throw that one out if anything. Because, like I said might. I didn't really say who was going to win. I said they might win. I could do that for every match and just be right or wrong for everyone. At least I feel better.
That's called the Dave Meltzer.
Right. Well,
plans change.
In my head, though, you can even ask Tim. I thought I had that match right from the get go because I was like, "Oh, there's no way Anna Jay is winning this match." I did forget I said that, but I also said she might. Ugh. So by technicality, I didn't get it right and I didn't get it wrong because I really didn't actually predict it when I didn't say this person's going to win. So you were half right. I was half right. Fuck it. Who cares?
Like, you want to know
what did I miss? What did I miss anyways?
The show. But so I looked at our predictions. So we had no one who got perfect. The highest person out of 34 entries, Glenn, our buddy Glenn, got fucking 10 out of 12 correct. And he doesn't even watch wrestling. He hasn't watched wrestling in like 10 years. And he just picked the people he knew. So he was the only person who came close. And he told me we should still send a prize. I told him, no, you had to get all 12 correct. So nobody went perfect because of the match that's coming up.
No soup for you.
So after the women's heart.
Hold on. What did I miss, though? Like, what did you cover while I wasn't paying attention?
We covered...
I wasn't even joking.
We covered House of Black and Death Triangle and the 2 Owen Hart titles.
Okay, so my comments on the House of Black match, Death Triangle, that match was a banger. That match was fantastic. Great match. The Julia Hart thing, Mongo called it. Congrats to him for calling that. Then the 2 qualifiers were a little underwhelming, honestly. The Samoa Joe Bebe match didn't quite live up to what I had hoped it would have been. Maybe I had it set too high in my head. Still a good match, don't get me wrong. And then I got part of that right by saying that, like literally 3 matches later, I'm literally sitting here out of the blue and I was like, wait, we forgot that Britt Baker and Adam Cole are dating each other. So just like Mongo predicted I got that match wrong, the Ruby Soho one, but just like Mongo predicted Julia Hart, I predicted that. And I also want to say for the record on the actual podcast, Tony Khan, please stop. Please stop building up, whether it's a female wrestler, a male wrestler, whoever. Stop building them up. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting our time to then just bury the poor bastard. Ruby Soho has now been buried twice, and you guys have shot her to the moon. And then when she got there, someone was like,
here, Tim.
well, no, I'm just throwing this out there. I wanted to say my piece too. I agree with whoever said that. I'm just saying I wasn't listening. I was looking because when you said I picked Anna Jay, I was like, no fucking way I picked Anna Jay. So I kind of did, but I also didn't. But anyway, that's fine. But I just wanted to get that in. And like I said, I honestly think the wrong person won the women's match. I really do. I am a firm believer that Ruby should have won that match. Britt Baker doesn't need another title to be Britt Baker. And again, if that was already said and I missed it, I apologize. But
no,
I still
just echoed Tim and I's points. That's all.
Yeah, I still thought maybe I was the one on crystal meth because I was like, I don't remember picking Anna Jay. So okay, back to where we're at now. I just wanted to throw that in there. Sorry for the unprofessionalism on the live and the pod. I apologize. But when Mongo said I picked Anna Jay, I about had a stroke. So I just had to figure that out one way or the other. So
do we have a standings update after the women's final match?
Are you going to add more work to my plate? Well, let's start the next match and I'll count them.
Yeah.
Jesus. You're going to do the next match so I can count them? Or instead of awkwardly staring at my phone?
I'm going to stare at you until you get this number.
Oh, this is great content. So right now, Roland has...
You're a big video editor now. You can edit this out.
Yeah, I'm not a video editor. I don't care what Adam says. So, so Roland has Hookhausen. I'm going to change it for you. Jade, House of Black. So Roland is 3-1. Tim, you are currently 1, 2, 3-1, and I am 3-1 as well. So we're all tied up. Yeah, I have Hookhausen, I have House of Black, and I have the Hardys.
Oh, yeah, I picked the Young Bucks though, didn't I?
Yeah, we both did. Yeah.
So you guys got Jade, I got Hardys. That's how we're tied.
And to be fair, if you want to add the half a point to both Mongo and our score, Tim didn't contribute anything that could have happened. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Wow.
Tim, he didn't even try. He just opened you up and kicked you in the dick. He didn't even try to miss.
You remember that day that I was eating Reese's eggs and you threw me under the bus? We're even. We are even. So for the people that are watching this live and didn't happen to hear the podcast,
Is there anybody watching us, by the way?
I don't know. I can't see it. I'm just throwing it out there. But like
3 people.
Yes, for those 3 people that are watching, I just want to throw this out there that I literally muted myself. I'm a fat dude. Like I'm not even gonna got some belly there. Like, I worked hard that night. I wanted to have a little bit of Easter candy and I muted myself, and then Tim's like, "Oh, look at that fat fuck eating Reese's."
That's not what I said.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said.
I couldn't keep a straight face while you're just munching on this Reese's.
Well, that was the fucking point. Like, I do this stuff to pop you guys. That's the point. So I succeeded, but then he still threw me under the bus. But anyways.
Sip my beer.
Yeah, me too. I just don't want to spill it all over the fucking place.
No, we already went over the alcohol abuse and that. I still got to find more mango cart, by the way. That shit is tasty.
Mongo?
What?
Mongo carp?
No, mango cart. My buddy Nick turned me on to that. No, mango.
Oh, mango?
Mango cart. No, it's some good shit.
So we start calling him Mango?
Mango?
Please don't call me Mango. This girl named Kayla in school called me Mango. I'm pretty sure she wasn't there, so I'm good. I don't want to be called Mango.
We can call him the fabulous Mango.
So, hey, does that mean I can have abuse allegations and then still be getting the Women's Hall of Fame?
Yeah. I don't see why not. I mean, if we can have Tammy Sitch killing people and she's in the Hall of Fame, why not? Just saying.
We're already off the rails. This is great.
Hey, I'm back for the episode now. I'm fully invested now.
34 minutes later, but it's fine.
I was partially invested there when you dropped the bombshell that I picked Anna Jay.
All right. So speaking of bombshell, Tim, what we got up for the next match?
Oh, if it was a women's match, that would have been perfect.
Well, it's kind of. We have the 6-person mixed tag match between a top team and the other team there, Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, team.
I called it Team Frenemies on my phone.
This was Paige Van Zandt's wrestling debut. Just kind of a weird dynamic where you got two heel teams kind of going at it. So it's kind of weird, but I think it was very predictable that American Top Team was going to go over. I like how they did it though, because they played the whole thing where like Sammy's trying to impress Ty throughout the whole match, and that ultimately cost him. Congratulations to Sammy and Ty though; they just got engaged in France at the Eiffel Tower. So congratulations to them. But yeah, it was an okay match, but I think it was pretty predictable.
I still want to know why Sammy didn't propose to her on Dynamite.
I mean, we know why.
No, I don't. I really don't. Because here, I'm going to throw this out there because you have a poor girl that he already fucking proposed to on Dynamite less than a year ago, too. That's why. Anyhow.
It's not as bad as Cena proposing at WrestleMania, though.
Cena proposing at WrestleMania was a given. That was a work, bro.
Yeah.
This is
still a waste of time. They should have won.
Yeah, well, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, this was the takeaway from this match is that they were smart how they worked Paige Van Zandt in. They didn't just throw her in a singles match a la Ronda Rousey. I mean, I know they had that Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon thing, but like, let's be honest. Ty Conti was there to make Paige look good, and she did a very good job of that. And for what Paige did, she looked very good at the moves she performed. It looked believable. It didn't look overly forced, overly fake, like she had to slow down any. That's the biggest thing. If you're an MMA star, I imagine slowing down to make sure you don't actually knock someone's head off is probably the biggest thing, but you still have to make it look believable. You can't just be like, ugh, like it doesn't, you know what I mean? You have to, when you're an MMA star, you're literally trying to knock the bitch's head off. And she's probably thinking, I need to slow down so I don't knock the bitch's head off. Like, whoever I face, I don't want to knock this woman in the head and really hurt her. So like that, no matter who you are, whether you're a Shamrock or, whoever you are, Ronda, she just drops everybody on their head like she's Ronda Ryback. But anyhow, but I think Paige did very well. I think that's the takeaway from this. Obviously, they're slowly building towards the heel turn or the turn, the split of the Men of the Year, because sooner or later you have all Eggo Waffles, Ethan Page being tired of being second fiddle to Scorpio. I assume that's going to happen sooner or later. I don't know when, but you kind of figure that has to happen. And to be fair, I was kind of hoping that would happen not at the expense of Frankie Kazarian, because to be fair, SCU, the first tag team champions, I really enjoyed that team. Not saying they still can't get back together. I'm just saying they kind of burned that bridge already. So,
and why couldn't they do a reunion when they were in fucking Southern California with SCU? Like, you literally have Chris Daniels backstage, Kazarian, who was just there. And even if you have Scorpio just come out, and even if they just came out and had Scorpio go full heel even more and attack his former partners, you still could have had a segment with SCU to pop the crowd.
SCU.
They gave the Young Bucks the friggin' rub in Ontario, California.
By
the way, speaking of, I know we kind of went over that match already. What did you guys think of the Viva Young Bucks, like the Elvis entrance?
That was pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
And then they both came out with their mutton chops.
Yeah. Next up is Kyle O'Reilly and Darby Allin. O'Reilly can get the win there in about 10 minutes or so. This match was kind of sneaky good. I wasn't sure how this match would go, but a lot of crazy spots with Allin in this match and stuff like that. This is really entertaining. I'm glad they kept it short. I think anything longer would have been a little too much. But it was a great match, and I'm happy that O'Reilly got the win there. I think Allin can take the loss and still not lose any momentum. I think it was a good way to build Kyle up there. So, but this was I was surprised at how good this one was and how entertaining it was.
Hey, Roland.
This was a very physical match. This match turned out to be very physical.
You know why Tim's happy, Roland? That son of a bitch.
He got it right.
Yeah. He's the only one. Even on the picks, that's where everyone failed. Not one person on our picks picked fucking
I know one.
Kyle O'Reilly to win.
He's to the left of me on the screen.
Well, he
right of me on the screen, I guess, technically. I don't know. Either way.
But yeah.
Can't all be this smart.
Or lucky. I mean, whichever way. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what threw a monkey wrench into everyone's predictions, because the average score for everyone was 7 out of 12 was the average score.
What other one did Glenn miss? Do you remember?
Let's see. Glenn got the tag team one wrong, the three-way tag team, and then he got. I think he picked Ruby because I think he just didn't know who.
So he actually got this one right. You think?
Yeah, he got Kyle O'Reilly right.
Jesus Christ.
I think he was. Yeah, so I think he was the only one that got him right because I think everyone else literally picked because the pie chart was like this small. Which, to be fair, it's like you said last week on the show. Darby just keeps losing for no reason. Like we talked about the Owen Hart tournament being booked fucking terribly. You just had him lose for no reason, and then just to eat the pin again to Cup and Kyle. Like,
I know. I said that to Tim. I was like, "You think his shoulder and back hurts? They're doing that treatment to his shoulder and stuff."
Yeah.
I also love that he brought attention to it on Dynamite. They're like, if you notice the marks, it's because he's getting special treatment on his shoulder. Like, I'm trying not to notice those awkward hickeys, all right? It's like Officer Doofy in Scary Movie. I don't want to turn me in my room. Tim, that's a movie.
Tim, that's a movie.
What movie is it?
Scary Movie.
Oh.
It made
The
fun
one
of
that the
Scream, which
Wayans,
is also another movie.
yeah, it's
I
the
haven't
one
seen
that
any of those.
the Wayans brothers spoofed the Scream movie.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if
The
anyone's-
Scream movie. The
if anyone's
Scream movie is
watching,
the one with
Tim's
that
seen,
mask.
like 3 movies.
The mask
What?
killer that. The mask killer,
like
that,
Michael Myers or whatever.
No. That's the one with like the long face that like I know what you did last summer kind of thing. Like the I know what you did.
Do you know the painting that's literally it's inspired by
so.
that face?
Yeah, it's the black and white mask with the long face and the.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Mouth is open.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we
Okay.
got it. He's seen
Hey,
it now.
you might know the soundtrack. It had a lot of Pearl Jam on it.
Oh yeah, well.
Do you know Pearl Jam?
If it had a lot
I
of
know Pearl Jam.
if it had a lot of meatloaf on it, he would have been
Yeah,
all
meatloaf
over
would
it.
be one thing.
Yeah, he would have been all over it.
Great music and great food.
I'm
Everyone
not.
loves meatloaf.
Yeah, my dad at Rest His Soul used to make a killer meatloaf.
All right. Next,
Hi,
up-
Mom. In case you're wondering.
Yeah, hi, Linda. Do you
Hi,
think
Mom.
Linda's up right now?
No,
No.
she's probably she had to watch Maverick at my house till I got home. But yeah, there's a good chance she went home, had her coffee, ice cream from Turkey Hill, and then probably went to bed.
Yes. All right. Well, hi, Linda. Sweet dreams.
I'm sure that she'll hear this the next day when she's not live with us, but I'm sure she'll hear. She always listens. She was our only supporter at one point. We
Yes,
had
she was.
like no views, no listens. There was like one. It was my mom.
Yeah, and she's not like she doesn't sugarcoat anything. Like if we did a shitty job, she like let us know. Like we did a shitty job.
And the best part is she doesn't even know who we're talking about most of the time. But she'll tell us if it's bad.
Yeah.
So it kind of sounds like the way Tony Khan runs AEW at times. I mean, without like you were saying earlier that it seems like without Kenny Omega, the women's division is in fucking shambles. Well, not wrong.
Well, speaking of the women's division, that brings us to our next match for the World Women's Title. It's Thunder Rosa going to retain over Serena Deeb in about 17 minutes here. I feel bad saying this. I don't really remember this match that much. I think it's predictable that Thunder Rosa was going to win. So I didn't see a title switch here, but I honestly don't remember a whole lot about this one.
I also think it's funny that Mongo's phone autocorrects it's just Serena Dweeb. Just because like I feel like Serena Deeb is almost like a Dean Malenko, Lance Storm, character where like she can wrestle great. That I mean, but like as an actual character, her character is just like dry and like it's like one of the it's like a peanut butter sandwich and you don't have anything to wash it down with. You're just like, okay, like you're like I don't like this anymore. Like it was cool when I ate it, but now it's stuck in my mouth.
Or a Reese's peanut butter egg.
No, those are great. Don't even try to compare Serena Dweeb to a Reese's egg. Come on now.
Yeah, no, I don't have.
I would eat a Reese's egg.
We literally just lost someone when you said that. That's the best part too.
Well, you know what? Fuck them. Anyways,
I bet Nick's still hanging on though. If he's
Yeah, well.
probably a champ.
You got to admit that was easily the line of the show. I'm done now. You guys can have a good night. This is Roland Fuel signing off.
He's really walking away. All right, Tim.
He's coming back.
I'm back. I can only roll so far. Chair, I don't have enough. I actually want to have to get up.
Next up is the Anarchy in the arena match. You have the Jericho Appreciation Society against Danielson, Moxley, Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. This was wild. I don't know how to describe it. I really like the fact that Wild Thing was playing for half the match until Jericho ripped the soundboard apart. That was cool, but this was it was bloody, that's for sure. I don't know how to really go into this. You have to watch this one to believe it. I mean, there's they took the turnbuckle and the ropes down. It was crazy. And I actually read Meltzer actually gave this 5 stars, which I was really surprised because there wasn't like a whole lot of actual like pure wrestling in this. You just have to watch this to believe it. Real surprised that the Jericho Appreciation Society got the win though. I thought it should go the other way, but again, AEW is a little bit less predictable than the E is, so you don't know with these matches. But yeah, you just have to watch it. That's all I can say about this. It was really entertaining, and you have to see it for yourself.
Well, and here's my one takeaway from this whole thing. I don't know what I expected going in. Tim and I talked that it could have been pre-recorded, like the Stadium Stampede stuff had been, or some of it could have been, or whatever. It clearly wasn't. And I shit on this guy last week, the Daddy Magic Matt Menard, for this dude to let Eddie Kingston bust him open, Abdullah the Butcher style with a fork, is next level shit for me. So like a mad appreciation to let Kingston just jab him in the forehead with a fork about 12 times. I don't even know how to describe this. One of the best parts of the match was the very beginning when Justin Roberts looks in the camera and he's like, "Shit's gonna hit the fan," and it did. It did not. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is where was William Regal during this? Like, why was he not out there? Why didn't he get involved? Why didn't he spill his tea on Jericho? Like, something. You could have done something. You could have went into a back room where he was having his tea and he could have spilt it out. Like they made that mention about, him pissing in his tea and like you very easily could have tied him in somehow, but we never saw him, which is weird.
Even if he just came out of the bathroom and he's pulling his pants up and he put Jericho's toothbrush back, that would have been hilarious.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't. It could have been like the Brother Love segment in the Money in the Bank match. No, I'm just saying it could have been like that type of cameo where like you go into the bathroom and he's like zip and he's like, it's like, yeah, it's brother. You could have been like some, but like for the guy that's the head of the Blackpool Combat Club, like the leader, to not even be out there, like what the hell? Like what happened? Like where was he? I don't get it. He wasn't even on commentary or nothing. Like where was he? Then he comes out with Kingston and he's like blood and guts and he fucking runs away. It's like, where were you on Sunday? Like, why?
Also, can we talk about with gas prices that high?
Oh, geez.
That Eddie Kingston really wanted to kill someone coming out with that gas can. Like
all the crowd was like, "Oh no, that's like $7 worth of gas right there."
$7? That was like $70 worth of gas.
Well, no, he only dumped about a gallon on him. He didn't dump that much on him. He didn't empty the whole can. But like, it like I said, it's hard. Like Tim said too. It's without watching it, it's hard to describe it, and then even seeing it, it's hard to describe it.
Yeah, I agree.
Next up is the three-way tag match for the World Tag Team titles. Jurassic Express going to retain against Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland and Team Taz, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Ricky Starks in about 17 minutes. Kind of feel bad because I don't know how you follow the Anarchy in the arena match. This is definitely set up as the Let Me Up match, but it's a little of a disservice to the talent because there's a lot of talent in this match. I think they deserve a little bit better placement on the card, but the match is what it was. It was a good match. Nothing wrong with it. It wasn't anything spectacular. I'm not gonna, really remember this one. But it's okay. I am surprised that Jurassic Express won. I thought this would have been a perfect chance for a title change. I picked Lee and Strickland to win this match, but it was solid. But I just think the placement coming after the Anarchy in the arena and then sandwiching this match between Punk and Hangman, it's not going to be really memorable. So I think it does a little disservice to the competitors in this one.
Mongo, who did I pick on this one?
You picked Jurassic Express.
This guy. Yeah, no, like I said last week, I didn't see them, either one of these teams, being the team that takes the titles. And Mongo made a good point, unless they were a transitional champion. That's the only way it makes any sense. You don't want to really hurt Jurassic Express. Plus, you still have that inner workings of Christian being the overgrown Marco Stunt, and you're not sure where that's going yet. And obviously, at some point, I think Christian's going to have to turn on them, or vice versa. Whatever. There'll be something there.
Yeah, let me ask you, because I said this to Emily as soon as we watched it. When he had Jungle Boy up on his shoulders, all I could picture was that Batista moment where he just drops Randy Orton on his back. Like, yeah. I was just literally waiting for him just to drop him on his back and just scream something at him. So they're definitely, like you said, and like people said, they're setting it up that Christian's going to turn on them. And obviously he still can wrestle because he wrestled this past week on Dynamite. So it's not like he's injured or whatever. Like you said, he just took Marco Stunt's job. They took his job, but
they took our job. Yeah.
And then you got Joey Janela and GCW set.
That's a South Park reference, Tim. South Park's a show that was on Comedy Central for like 30 years now.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering. Yeah.
Carly, if you're listening, you got to get Tim to watch at least one movie a week, man. This is something.
Yeah, that should be like your homework, Tim. Like whatever movie we talk about the most in the episode, the week after you have to watch the movie, and then you have to report back to us on the movie. Well, there'll be a little test at the end. It'll be like you watch the movie. And,
the new and improved Siskel and Ebert there.
Yeah, I think it's Siskel, but yeah,
Siskel. Yeah.
I don't think it's the thong song guy.
Well, you missed it. You missed his short joke earlier. He said that the
I said height. H-Y-P-E.
No, you said height. You said Adam Cole didn't live up to the height. I'm like, that's a short joke.
Adam Cole's not even that short, is he?
He's not that tall. Vince is like, not that vanilla midget. He's like, but I'm 6'2". He's like, I'm not short.
He's like Austin Theory, though.
Yeah. No.
You can't say Austin.
Theory. Stone Cold owns the Austin, so we can't.
I can't keep up with their name changes. That's like working with the public, and they're like, "My name is pronounced Joe Dierte. It's Dirt. Your last name is pronounced Dirt."
Wait, he still gets to have two names? What the fuck? Before we go too much further, congratulations to Andrade and Charlotte for getting married. I wanted to throw that out there too. That happened between the episodes. I don't really care about Charlotte at all, wrestling wise, but it's cool that she's able to find somebody. I know she was in kind of a shitty relationship with the TNA wrestler Bram there for a while. That didn't work out very well. So hopefully they're happy together.
It's his career, so it's okay.
Well, yeah, that too. But I know Ric Flair seems to be very high, think very highly of Andrade. And obviously Flair's been around some real shitty people, including himself at times with women. So if he trusts Andrade with his daughter, I would hope that he is on board with the fact that Andrade is, a good person to be the husband of his daughter. So
all right, dude, the last person I'm taking marriage advice from is Ric Flair.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm not saying take advice from Ric Flair. I'm saying that this was his daughter we're talking about, and if Rick had a problem with Andrade, we think it would be known. He wouldn't be suplexing him into a pool. He might be wrestling him at the in his last match or something like that.
No, it's supposed to be Hogan now.
Well, I've heard that that's not happening either, but who knows?
I hope no one does. I don't want to see him Roddy the Ram himself and die in the fucking ring.
Well, and that's why Steamboat said no. Steamboat's like, no, I want you guys to remember when I came out of retirement for the pay-per-view against Jericho and then the match on Raw after that. He's like, I want you guys to remember that. I don't want to, come out of retirement 8 years later and lay a stinker out there. I mean, look at what it did for Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
He was dead set against it.
I erased that from my memory. That did not happen.
I'm just saying he was dead set against it, and he came out and look what happened. He took Kane's head clear off his shoulders.
And Triple H just peck off his friggin' chest.
Yeah, exactly. So,
So the main event, Double or Nothing, was for the AEW World Title, CM Punk and Hangman Adam Page. It was a good match. I think it might be a little bit marred just due to the fact that CM Punk botched those two buckshot lariats a couple times.
I'm sitting next to Tim after he botched the first one, and I'm literally saying it out loud. Please don't try it again, Phil. Please don't try it again. And then he tries it again.
Yep.
And
at least he made fun of it at the end, but I thought it was a really good match. I saw Punk winning this. I didn't see Hangman being the one that, first person to beat Punk clean in AEW. So, but it was really good. I think he got plenty of time, about 26 minutes. It was a real solid match. And besides the two botches, it was really good. It's a little disappointing now with the whole title situation where we went over this at the beginning of the show. Kind of takes away the match for me a little bit. And obviously nobody's fault, but it just kind of takes away a little bit of the luster of the match. But overall, I think it was a really good match to end the show with.
Yeah, I agree. It does suck that, this is what happened after the fact, because it looked like in the trios match rather, because you saw Punk at a certain point, like pull his kick pad off towards the end of the match, and he was kind of pointing at his foot or whatever. And I said this to Mongo earlier. I was like, when he texted me about Punk, because I was working tonight, and he was like, "Oh, he's hurt. He has a broken foot. He has to have surgery." I'm like, I friggin' knew there was something up. Like, I just knew it. Like the way, because Punk did his best to like not sell it, but like he couldn't. There was something going on there, and when he came out to try to reel in MJF, he kind of hobbled his way down the ramp. I was just worried that there was more going on there, and unfortunately there was. But yeah, this match, aside from the two CM Punk botches, which should have only been one, he should have tried it once and just gone away from it, just called it audible and said, "You know what?"
He shouldn't have tried it out. He did it on Dynamite, and he was like, "Holy shit, I did it!" That should have been the moment he got.
Well, and I pointed this out to Tim too. Like in the match with John Silver, he didn't have to work that hard. In this match, he was working very hard. He was very winded. It was like 15 minutes into the match. He was gassed. There was no reason for him to do it, let alone do it twice. It's like, like you said, the fact he did it once on Dynamite, even when he landed it, he kind of went, because he was like, "I did it," and it's just one of those things where it's unfortunate that that's what we're talking about today. You know what I mean? Yeah. If he had only done it once, it may not have been an issue, but that second one was even worse than the first one. And it's like, why did you try it again? Like, why?
And I think my last point is, I have never seen the amount of complaining, and I know it's because our generation, we're all in our late 30s now, but good God, it was Memorial Day weekend. Most of us had the next day off. The amount of complaining for a 4.5 hour pay-per-view, we sat through like 8-hour fucking WrestleManias. Like, I understand they're saying, yeah, it is too long, too many matches, but people were literally acting like it was a 9-hour card. They're like, "Oh, we're at the 4-hour mark." I'm like, okay, we're at the 4-hour mark. They do it once a quarter. So you have 4 a year. You same people who bitch about this will sit through Raw for 3 fucking hours, a lot less interesting content. So I don't understand the people who are like, "Oh, it's 4.5 hours, it's too much." Then don't watch. Then watch the highlights. It was tiresome because at the 12:30 you got a little tired, but at least like Tim said, they had the Jungle Boy match, kind of like the light you up match to kind of take away some of the hype from the Anarchy match. But I think a lot of people rated the show piss poorly because they felt it was too long. So I disagree with the average rating I've seen out there. Everybody's saying it's like a 5 or a 6, and I think that's a little low. But I think people are just pissed off because of how long it was. But I personally think I give it a 7. I think it was solid overall. It was worth the $50. Like you guys both said, there were some filler matches in there that could have been like Darby and Kyler. That could have been taken off. FTR could have been on the card, etc. But I think overall, like it started out kind of slow, but it picked up and it ended well.
I voted in the I don't know if you saw this on YouTube, Mongo, but Chris Van Vliet had a letter grade of like, what did you grade the pay-per-view? I graded it a B. It's not an A by any means, because it's almost impossible to have an A pay-per-view, because if you have 12 matches on it, all 12 of them have to go off without a hitch to be an A, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, it was a solid B, which, somewhere around 7.5, 8, if I had to put a number on. I thought it was fine. Yes, it was a little bit too long, whether the people want to complain about it or not. But it's only long because of the standards we have now of like the 3-hour shows or whatever. And then WWE used to always do like a 3-hour cap, and WCW was the same way. They had to be on and off in 3 hours and whatever. So by those standards, yes, it was long, but like Mongo says, they don't do them every month.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're only getting an extra hour, hour and a half every quarter compared to your standard 3-hour pay-per-view, it's not the end of the world. And even I worked Monday. I didn't have Monday off. I had to work Monday. Of course, I worked second, so it didn't matter that much anyways. But still, it didn't, and it was funny too, because for the longest time, Tim and I were joking because I would be like, oh, must be 9:20. Oh, must be 9:40, because every match went about 20 minutes between the entrance to the new match. And for the while, it kind of, until it got to the Anarchy match. Once it got to that one, everything was all screwed up. But for the first 9 matches on the show or whatever, every 20 minutes, like clockwork. So they did okay at moving it along.
Right. And at least they didn't subject us to like 20 minutes of Jade Cardigo.
No.
So what about you, Tim? What are you going to give it for a letter grade?
Yeah, I'm right with you guys. I was going to give it about a 7. I thought there were a lot of solid matches. I thought there was a lot of matches that could have been better, but they were still solid. But I thought the House of Black Death Triangle match was really good. I thought the main event was really good, minus the botches. So I think, the 7 range is fair for that show.
And I'm just happy the Anarchy match was they lived up to the
the Anarchy match too. Definitely got to put that in there. Yeah.
Like the Stadium Stampede. I like that it was like a live action Stadium Stampede. That's the best way to describe it. It was fun. It was entertaining, and I love that Jericho and Santana Ortiz. I love the chemistry they had. And honestly, even if you only watch some highlights, watch those matches we just mentioned. But I think that's one thing. We all complain about WB, we all complain about EW, but it's kind of nice to have multiple products to complain about. So I enjoyed this, and I would normally say, hey, we got Hell in the Cell Sunday, but I'd rather watch the fucking Celtics. So go Celtics Sunday, and maybe watch Hell in the Cell.
Yeah. So that wraps up Double or Nothing. We're gonna do Bad Blood 2004 for you guys next week.
Speaking of Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, there's a Hell in the Cell match between Triple H and Kevin Nash, right? In the
Kevin Nash.
Shawn Michaels. Sorry. Triple H and Shawn Michaels with Mick Foley, the special guest referee. That's the one. It's late, guys. I'm sorry.
I thought Mick Foley was on the other match.
Oh, is Mick Foley not the referee in this one?
No, I thought Mick Foley was the referee for the Kevin Nash match.
Oh.
Mongo,
so anyway,
look it up. Save us, Mongo. Look it up quick. Go, Mongo. Save us.
Come on, Mongo. Look it up.
Come on, Mongo. Don't be a mango.
Don't be a mango. I've had some mango cart.
All I know is it's a long match, right? It's like 47 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a long match.
A lot of pressure here, guys.
I'm trying to get there too. Hold on. I'm trying to do my best to help you out.
Yeah, I got there. That's what she said.
Yeah, no. You got the Triple H part right.
Yeah, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. I don't see Mick Foley anywhere on here being a special guest referee, Tim.
He was a special referee, I believe, Bad Blood 03. Let me double check. Go down.
Again, the preparation that we put into the show is
he was a special referee for the Triple H.
So Triple H, Kevin Nash, Hell in the Cell was 2003, Tim. So you were just a year off. Special
with Mick Foley as a special guest
referee. So not too bad.
Who still owes Tim $10 damn.
Yes. Yeah, $10, Mick. Pay up.
Don't be cheap, Mick.
Right.
I know you like cheap pops, but don't be cheap here.
Well, I think on that note,
yeah, I think we'll end it. Thanks for everybody that tuned us in on all of our platforms that we're live on. I know it's really late, so thank you. We'll also have the regular version of this today at 5:00. So thank you. Bad Blood 04 is coming up next week. Have a great week, everybody. Until then, I'm Tim Kurt.
I'm Roland Fulis.
And I'm Mongo.
And this has been a live version of Wrestling with Wrestling's Past and Present.
Still didn't get my fucking donut.